Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things are gonna get brighter. In 1993, an urban poet popularized this chorus and the words to his song, Lift Your Head Up, Tupac Shakur. Now, things have been challenging, haven't they? For many of us, we've been experiencing times of challenge we have never seen before, trying to figure out what to do with our children as far as virtual school or in person. If we do in person, what is the risk of them getting coronavirus, and what's the risk of them passing it on to somebody else and causing a fatal incident? You know, these are unusual times. These are times that one would say try men's souls. On top of that, some people are still out of work and trying to figure out if the next government installment check is going to get them through. You know, these are real challenges, and we've not seen anything quite like it before. But I suggest to you today that our pain and our discomfort can have a purpose, and that is it lets us know that something greater is coming and something wonderful can be birthed and is on the way. I know that sounds crazy. So you see I have a helmet on, right? It's been years since I've been able to get on a bike and ride it, especially after going through the fight of my life. Now, listen, this is the first time I've been able to be this active since my biggest trial that I've ever had to experience in my life happened when I was fighting for my life. But I want to let you know something. When I first got on this bike, it hurt, to say the least. I mean, I was using muscles I've never used before. And when I got off of it, I could barely walk because, I mean, it hurt, right? But I knew that the pain was telling me that something great is on the way. Hey, listen, cardiovascular fitness is about to happen right now. Increased strength is about to take place in my life right now. And you know, it's actually good for my mind and just good for every part of my body to be active and out here again. And even though it's painful in this instance, for me, this pain is worth it, and it tells me, look, I know that something greater is coming. All right. If you're an athlete out there, if you've ever played basketball or say football, you know, if you've ever been on a team, there's training that takes place. You know, I remember doing the drills, the suicides, and all the running activities upstairs, you know, all the stuff we used to do to try to get in shape. It was a killer. I didn't think I was going to survive or make it, but my coach allowed us to go through that because he knew he was building something greater in us. The stamina, the strength, the agility, the flexibility, the ability to be able to play the game and do well. Right now, even I was just walking the other day and I saw a woman who's pregnant, you know, and I thought to myself, look, she probably looks in the mirror and says to herself, she doesn't look anything like she looked before, you know, and when she goes into labor, those contractions are going to kick her butt, but she endures it because she knows something greater is on the way. In fact, a great child, a new life is going to be birthed as a result of pain. What am I saying? Like Tupac Shakur, I guess, and who would say, lift your head up. Things are going to get easier. Things are going to get brighter. Right now it's hard, but I want you to know today there is purpose in this discomfort and there's purpose in this pain. In the Holy Bible, in the book of Matthew chapter 24 and in the book of Luke chapter 21, Jesus describes what it's going to be like toward the end of Earth's history. It describes about earthquakes and wars and nations coming up against each other and pestilence and famines, all these things that are out of our control that would cause discomfort and pain and anxiety would be happening in greater frequency and in greater intensity. Jesus says when we see all these things begin to happen, lift your head up because your redemption draws nigh. In other words, the discomfort that we're living through right now is foretelling that our redemption is coming closer. That is, Jesus is closer to coming back. Yep, one day Jesus is coming back. He's going to put an end to everything that is evil, and he himself is coming back so that we can be with him in heaven. I know it sounds crazy if you've never heard it before, but I serve a God who loves us like crazy and who promises for those of us who love him that he's coming to take us home with him to a place that we could never even begin to imagine or think. A place that is beautiful. And in the end, we will then look up and declare it was all worth it. So what I want to say to you today who are listening, lift your head up. Hang in there. Things are going to get easier. Things are going to get brighter. Hold on and don't let go, because you have a God that loves you more than you could ever imagine or think. This is Trisha Wynn Payne on another Triumph Through Tuesday. Let's triumph through together.